Melinda Moen. I'm the drawing and painting teacher at Western High School. I implement critical thinking into my classroom basically through the visual design problems that we solve in each project. And so we're studying color mixing. So rather than just giving them a color wheel, I decided I would give them a challenge, that they were to come up with 20 unique color combinations using only the 3 primary colors. I want my students to come up with their own ideas. So that requires me giving them the tools that they need to solve these design problems. Also requires me allowing a little more choice so my students can come up with different paths to the end result. It is so important that we teach them how to think. I am always someone that values process over product, especially at this level of an art class. So if I can teach my students the process of coming up with their own design, the process of coming up with their own artwork, helping them figure out what they want to say and how to say it, to me that process is going to help prepare them for their future much more than just making a really pretty picture at the end. My end goal in my class is my students would start to address some bigger and more personal issues. I want my students addressing their feelings on social issues. I want them to incorporate symbolism into their work. I want them to make a piece of art that reflects their own feelings and their own ideas.
Hi, my name is Raquel Solorzano-Dueñas. I'm a social science teacher at Western High School. I teach U.S. History and AP U.S. History. I use the 5C's as the shell to deliver the curriculum of U.S. History. So I use the content as the information, but the skills around it are the 5C's. So if we're looking at critical thinking skills, I like to use current events and connect them to historical issues. I need the kids to leave the classroom being able to break down information and understand the world that they're living in today.
Without critical thinking, you can't analyze things, you can't solve problems.
When they see a headline or a news story, that they can break that down into parts and they can have conversations about it. I also want them to know and realize that events don't happen in isolation. So if something happens today, it didn't just happen or appear. There is some sort of historical connection behind it. So for example, when we look at why Colin Kaepernick is kneeling in protest during national anthem, where did that start from? It didn't just start from him kneeling in 2016. There are issues behind that.
Us people, we're future leaders of our country. We're going to be speaking up about things we want, rights, and protesting other things like, in the future. So it'd be good to know these things now and be able to practice and learn from history.
Critical thinking is important for students because it's a skill that's transferable. They can apply that skill in the real world. They can apply that skill in their next step, whether that be college or career.